Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. Line all game long. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The Cobra out there with Baller, and there's Mr. Moves, and there's Smooth, and it's Ray in at the 2. They've got Gill. The Cobra out there with ABC, and there's Money, and it's McKnight in at the point. And Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
Pass to Ray. Passes to Mr. Moves. Here's Smooth. The 3. Gill with the rebound. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Got a piece of it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ray the pass to Smooth. Ball guarded by Powell. Here's Smooth. He's coming off a 22-point game again.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
McKnight the pass to ABC. And yes, it's good.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Smooth. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And there's the foul. It's on cue. That is his first foul of the game. Home team on D. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. 6 on the shot clock. Baller passes to Ray. Shoots over Powell. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's McKnight. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off and just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And how about the numbers here for Powell? First in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. There's B-Train. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Knocked loose. Smooth passes to Mr. Moves. Clock at 4. Here's Smooth from deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And let's see the leading 3-point teams in the NBA.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
McKnight the pass to Powell. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, pass to Gill. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's B-Train. Mr. Moves passes to the Cobra. Here's Smooth. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
Pass to Powell. Here's the Cobra. Back to Powell. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Smooth. Passes it to Mr. Moves. Knocked away on the pass to Ray. Here's Mr. Moves. He's covered by Gill. Here's Mr. Moves. Misses the 3. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. Pass to Gill. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. Just a couple spots back. Here's Smooth. Over to the wing. Pass to Ball. Here's Mr. Moves. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Baller. Got a piece of it.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up. And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Smooth. Passes it to Ball. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Smooth. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
McKnight, the pass to ABC. To the wing right side. Second chance effort. Can't get the layup.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Mr. Moves passes to the Cobra. Count the basket.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
In 40% here in the early stages. That's a 2-point foul. And good as it just down through the net.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Smooth. The pass to Ball. But he gets the call, and this is good. There's nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talk to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. That's to ABC. Here's Reynolds. Pass to ABC. Baseline jumper, and he gets it to go. ABC's got his second basket.
That turnaround shot is clearly one of his favorites. He loves going to it anytime he gets an opportunity.
Now the pass to Smooth. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Reynolds. Knocks it loose. Here's Boss. The shot will not fall. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to ABC. No good that time.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Here's Smooth. It's tipped.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pass for Reynolds. Here's ABC.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for the Cobra? Averaging about 3 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Smooth passes the ball. Here's Smooth, guarded by Powell, passes it to Buckets. Just 3 to shoot. Throws it up high.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Reynolds passes to ABC. Ball's knocked loose.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. There's the pass to Buckets, and it's blocked. But they'll recover it. Fires the 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Smooth. .51 seconds left in the first. Pass to Buckets. Here's Smooth, guarded by Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So he hits both. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rain Man. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Passes to Insanity. Fades back. It's rebounded by Boss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The pass to the Cobra. Here's Smooth. Here's Baller. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the home team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got Rain Man. ABC is out there with Insanity. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Powell in at the 1. Pass to Ball. Here's Smooth. Boss passes to Smooth. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Here's Rain Man. His last outing, he had 8 points. Kicks it to Powell. Takes the 13-footer. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. To the inside. The Cobra misses from short range.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Insanity. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy layup.
Passes it to Rain. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the left side wing. Here's ABC. They had a 24-point outing in their last game again.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Powell, that's good.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
And so now a timeout taken by Jay Triano. Smitty, you've seen this before, separating teams that can make the deep playoff run, those that can't, that bounced out early. What have you found is the difference between those two?
A lot of times, Kevin, it comes down to those teams have more talent that can make those deep playoff runs. Also, they can make adjustments. And I think also they're a team that has better chemistry, and they can win defensively and not just have to rely on their offense. All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The pass to Mr. Moves. Misses the layup. shooting 40% from the field. Pass to the Cobra. Shoots the three. Six to shoot. Pass to Seton. From down in the low post, it goes.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for B-Train. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Here's the Cobra. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. The pass to Rain. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
First free throw is good. That one misses. Now, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both. The home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes both from the line. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to the Cobra. Passes it to Rain. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Gill. From about 16, that one drops for him. Drawn 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. There's the pass to Mr. Moves. Here's B-Train. To the middle. Here's Mr. Moves. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
McKnight, the pass to Seton. Here's Rain Man. Cranes the three-pointer. Rain Man's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
pass to Ball. No good off the back of the rim.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Rain Man. 6 points for him. That one goes in. Rain Man's got 8 points. A pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Mr. Moves passes to Ball. Passes to Mr. Moves. It's blocked. Here's McKnight. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Baller passes to Mr. Moves. There's B-Train. They need this. It's deflected. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Over to the left wing. Now the pass to Ball. Here's Mr. Moves. Fires at the elbow. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Pass to Gill. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Free throw is good. You played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust and they find their way.
Being a rough 22% so far in this one. And so now a timeout taken by Jay Triano.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for the Cobra. He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
There's the steal. Here's Reynolds. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to McKnight. Clock at 6. Passes it to ABC. Fades. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
On the sideline, let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
Clearly a foul.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. The first one caught. Foul. He's checked in for Q. So he gets them both. 1:11 left to play here in the half. And the pass to Mr. Moves. Here's Smooth, guarded by Powell. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finished off the break. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Reynolds passes to ABC. He scores at that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Mr. Moves. 14 points from him the last game again.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Here's Mr. Moves. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the home team in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they took this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb.
And that's all we have for now.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Starting the second half, here's Triano's 5. We've got B-Train. Waller is out there with Mr. Moves. And it's the Cobra. And it's Smooth in at the point guard. Pass to Mr. Moves. High arcing shot. And he sinks the layup. Mr. Moves got 8 points.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Pass to ABC. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. 13 points in the game.
another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
On Thursday, then on Saturday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's McKnight, and the layup's good off the glass.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Here's Smooth. He's got 8. To the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mr. Moves. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Mr. Moves got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Ray, and it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's the pass to Smooth. Here's Mr. Moves. Clock at 6.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The Cobra passes to McKnight. Out left to the wing, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
A moment here to see the numbers for ABC. Averaging about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Pass to Ray. Here's Mr. Moves. 12 points for him. It's deflected. Passes it to the Cobra. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. The Cobra's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
McKnight, the pass to ABC. The pass to McKnight. They get a hand on it. Here's lands it one-handed.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that were the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Rain Man checked in for the Cobra. Now here's Powell. T right on him, and the shot goes in. Powell's got 13.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Smooth. 8 points for him. Drops in the layup for 2. 10 points for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's Powell on the wing. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Pass to Ray. Here's Smooth. Passes to Buckets. Inside, Baller, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
McKnight, the pass to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Boss. Here's Smooth. It's good. Smooth's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Powell, the pass to Insanity. Back to Powell, pulls up. It's rebounded by Boss. Boss has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Smooth. 12 points for him. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And they're on the break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now the pass to Boss. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range, the shot no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Reynolds. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Insanity. Shot from 6. Count that one.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Smooth. 12 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Ball. There's the 3. No good that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Insanity. Now Powell. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D from Thomas. Baller passes to Boss. To the paint. Here's Baller. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And the home team has possession. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Powell, the pass to ABC. There's the pass to Insane. Here's Rain Man. Here's ABC. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. ABC's got 15 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Shot clock at 5. Buckets passes to Boss. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. You take a look at Powell, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end. Just so hard for any defense to deal with.
There really is no way to stop him. The goal for any opponent is just to limit the damage he does and hope he has an off night. But I don't think he ever has an off night.
And so now a timeout taken by Jay Triano.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Gill is checked in for insanity. Here's Buckets. That's tipped, and he recovers it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
.103 left in the third quarter. To end the run, Gill with the rebound. Gill's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell down low. Thomas is on him. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Powell for 3. That's down the hatch. That's one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
That's tipped. And they're running. Here's Rain Man. And no good that time. Great D that time from Thomas. Elbow shot. Rain for 2 points. 14 points for Mr. Moves.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
That's a 2 from Powell. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the home team out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to it. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Mr. Incredible is out there with Mr. Moves. Then there's Smooth. Then it's the kid, and it's Gill in at the 5 spot. Here's the kid. Smitty, the NBA now preventing teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They've done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Brooks checked in for Gill. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mr. Moves. Here's Roberts, covered by Starks. Tries from the block. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got his first bucket in this one.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to the dude. Here's Graves. Outside for Starks. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cooper. They get it again. Here's Graves. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
That really is. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Here is Mr. Incredible. The pass to the kid. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Brooks feeling it out a bit. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Graves passes to Cooper. Pass to the dude. For the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The dude's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to the kid. Here's Mr. Moves. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Here's Cooper. The shot misses. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Starks. He trains the quick shot.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Doing it very well tonight, around 57%. The pass to Mr. Moves. Here is Mr. Incredible. Here's Roberts. Pass to Hardy. Down low. Brooks kicks to Roberts. 4 on the clock. Here's Mr. Moves. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Passes it to the dude. Here's Graves. You know, Committee Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
The first free throw is good. Little generally checked in for Starks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Mr. Incredible. And there's the pass to the kid. Hardy passes to Brooks. The dish to Roberts. 6 to shoot. Over Thomas. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Insanity, he's checked in for Smooth. Only 31% their offense, really struggling to put possessions together. Pass to the dude. Here's Manning. It's many for players. Social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Passes it to Graves. Shot clock at 5. He's got a clear path. Here's Hardy. Drops in the breakaway layup. Mr. Incredible's got 7 now in this quarter.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Here's Manning. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Manning's got his first points of the night.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here is Mr. Incredible, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mr. Incredible's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Manning. Nice D from Brooks.
I mean, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness, but you also have to recognize the situation.
Mr. Moves passes to Hardy. Here's Insanity. He's guarded by Cooper. Here's Mr. Incredible. 4 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Right wing. Pass to Manning. Here's Cooper. Three-pointer. Brooks grabs the board. Gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here is Mr. Incredible. Here's Insanity. From the left block, he sends it through.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And the pass to Thomas. Here's Manning. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Pass to the kid. Here's Mr. Moves. To the middle. Snatched away. Graves passes to Cooper. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA is very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Roberts is checked in for Brooks. Fires for 3. They get it back. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mr. Moves got his first basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Passes to Manning. There's the pass to Graves. Here's the dude from the arc. No good there.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there. Check mark. The physicality. Check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Here is Mr. Incredible to the inside. Good.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
In this fourth quarter, pretty dire at 27%. Pass to Manning. Here's Cooper. Pass to Manning. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. 5 to shoot. For 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
This is why you spend so much time devising ways to space the floor. If you can't, you don't get very far.
Pass to Hardy. Here's the kid. Here's Roberts. Tries a 3. But they'll get another chance. Now the pass to Insanity. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to the kid. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a total of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And together just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just